Hello and welcome to tonight's Sketchy Live. Hopefully, haven't been having much luck with the kids staying asleep of late. Youngest is getting some new teeth coming through. It's not sleeping terribly deeply. So, I'll see how we go. So here, we're illustrating a character for the book Super Scout by Elijah and Crumpet, who often jump in on the chat. So they might be here later. I didn't schedule this live, so yeah, not sure. Not sure if or when they'll be in, but yeah. So this character, he doesn't have a name yet, but he's going to be on a few of the book pages in Super Scout. And what I'm tending to do is draw once, do some kind of cutting and pasting, making them work for other pages. And yeah, it's been working quite well with some characters. You can do quite a bit of alteration of the image within Procreate. A lot of the distortion settings and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. So just going to draw some, merge all these. Probably shouldn't have merged that last bit. I've got a bit of a tidy up here. That's okay. I think on a single character page like this, of a page image size, allows me about 35 layers at this resolution. It's 300 dpi on 222 by 222 millimeters, which is basically half of one of the double page spreads of the kids' book. So when I bring the character in, he'll be bigger than needed, quite high res is the plan. Work on some socks and shoes here. So the stream will probably be moving to a daytime slot, because in a few, like next week, I'm becoming her stay-at-home dad. It's got to be quiet, my daughter's waking up again. About right. So, as I was saying before, I might be able to have some daytime live streams, some morning live streams, which would be far more suited to me, because I, despite doing these late night live streams, I'm not a night owl, and I find it really hard to get happening on these live streams because I'm gotta get happening on some caffeine, get caffeined up. And go that way, but I'd much rather be high in my own supply. So I'm basically taking the eldest to school, coming back home, and doing the live stream when everyone's fresh, setting my youngest daughter up with some drawing herself or some stuff to do, maybe the iPad or something like that. And then get my live stream happening then. It'll be so much better to go live using my normal voice, not my secret squirrel voice, and have a bit of daylight, so you might even be able to see me, set up a camera for me, so you can see me as I draw as well as what's happening on the page. Make it a little bit more dynamic is the hope. So I think homework for me, just having a sip of my coffee, is to work out whether there's a quick way to do a merge down of multiple layers. Rather than merging down each individual layer like I just did. Because I tend to draw with overlaps like this and come back and just take in out of that line, basically because I like the texture of a HB pencil, so it's not like I'm just drawing with a straight black ink line. And that way I can kind of draw through the line at the end, and then come back and erase the edge. Like so. And yeah, I've been looking into ways of making the live stream more dynamic, which will include a bit of Q&A that I bring across from Instagram that I use to kind of chapterize my live streams, talking about a particular topic, usually related to being an artist or being what I like to call a thriving artist or a successful artist. Things that kind of help, like marketing and mindset and stuff like that, and just be talking about that. Give some kind of a theme for a live stream. Some shoelaces on here. And then we get the rest of a wheelchair in here. Get these merged down first. And you know, if I'm doing a drawing like this, maybe start the live stream with like the time lapse of me sketching that out, and then into the drawing of it and colouring of it live. Be good to kind of mix it up, and like say if I've got 5 live streams in the week, is to do one live stream where I'm doing the background pencil sketch, do one live stream where I'm doing the outline in Procreate, then do another one where I'm doing a colour filling. Not doing my, must have run out of puff right at the end. So normally when you're drawing a circle like this, or an ellipse, join it up and hold it and it will snap to a nice smooth shape. I'm going to merge these two down, because then what I want to do, I'm not quite happy with the shape that I got. It's a little too just round. Do those last two, just bring it in uniform because it's a little bit too big. Bring it down. Something like that. Yeah, I think that works. So I want to kind of do something like this, kind of make it a bit of a mag wheel. And this mag wheel kind of shape matches the mag wheels on the car poster earlier on. Which is, I don't know, thought it would be a nice touch. Probably put a couple more cutouts in here. Like that. And I think I'm going to draw another layer here. like so. Merge that one down onto here. And I think I'm going to do just a basic fill. I do want to do the snap to shape then. So this is like the little chrome handle you use to spin the wheels while driving manually if you don't have a powered wheelchair. I suppose if your battery runs out, I always think about when your battery runs out. So I'm thinking that'll be good for live streams when I get to where we're going, to our new home. Is like have one drawing day dedicated to a certain type of thing. So pencil sketching, outlining, colouring, page layout, and editing. That's 5 days. That could work. And the live stream, I'm not kind of doing the same old thing every time, you know. And I can have a different topic for each day. And then I'm thinking on the weekends, well, see, my wife is working shift work, 0.8. So that's 8 days in 14 days. And I reckon that's when the actual live streams will be. And then the other days I'll just be doing an upload of a trick or tip of some kind. also, when I'm doing live streams about a topic, with people that have already answered my questions on Instagram, I can let them know I'll be talking about it and referring to their questions on the live, and hopefully bring some people from Instagram over for the live show. So look at that, that looks looking pretty good, I think. Let's have a bit more coffee. So I'll get a bit of the undercarriage here, the rest of this armrest and wheel there, and then I'll bring it, I'll make a duplicate of it and start colorizing. What happens if I go over? It's no good, it tries to take me out of a live stream. You think if you just hit the share thing, that it wouldn't try and take you out of your live stream and actually shut down your live stream. It's not really very beneficial. Do something like that. I'm liking this new stylus, whether it's the longer pencil. So I've also been looking at when I move up there, when I get this book behind me, is what they refer to as upping your live stream game. And I think apart from being able to talk at normal volume level, because I won't have people sleeping in the bus. Yes, that's right, I'm live streaming from a bus. We live in a bus called Our Bus Money. You can check us out on Instagram. It's currently in conversion. But yeah, so we won't be having to whisper, so I'm not going to be waking people up while I'm live streaming. Which will be handy, but it will be good to get a good mic. Okay, I think if I take out that, I'm ready to duplicate. You can see the other characters I've created here. And you can see, like, I started with that character for this one, and then I just rearranged her arms and changed her body position a bit, and that's my next one that I'm drawing. And this character here, I've colorized her, and this boy here just changed his arm position. That way I can kind of make him work on different pages, which is, I just like being able to move it all around on Procreate. I think it's a lot faster than trying to redraw the entire character each time. So now I go into my color palettes, and I have all the scout colors here. So I can colorize the t-shirt, and just do sliding scale to up the threshold, so I'm filling that line as much as possible. And then I'm going to add my scout badges after that. So I'll just go around and do all my navy stuff first. That bit I might just do from behind. So in terms of the navy blue, I think that's navy blue covered. A good way to, if you've got a bit of a semi-transparent line, go in with your calligraphy pen, build a layer up underneath your layer that you've filled with, and then you can just draw over your line like so. Fill any little bits which are doing this kind of daggy stuff. It's still very quick. Coming from when I was having to do something similar on Adobe Draw, that kind of process would take an age. I could also go around behind the line with a selection tool and fill the selected area. There's a few ways you can go about it, but this is the one that I just, all much of a muchness in terms of how much time it takes. And you can see that one there, it looks so much better when you just chuck some blue behind that line. Alright, then I can go my yellow fill, which is sleeve stripes and collar. But you see then if if you do it on the wrong layer, it doesn't know where to fill. There's a bit of blue that I could fill in there too. Tiny little bit of sleeve cuff. And then go for maroon of a scarf. See there, it thought I wanted to fill the line, which is good if you want to change the colour of your line work. I suppose that's a good argument for when you're doing your line work. Do it in the layers of what you want your fill colours to be. And then you can actually change the colour of your line work. Should be a good idea, but probably be quite smart, really. Now I'll just do this woggle. Wrong layer once again. I always tend to do that. You can always just change your colour by just holding on it. Just a matter of working out which way you like best and what ways you think's quicker. Like most of these, it's to say it's much of a muchness. And you can always, if you're getting really fussy, go over that line again with some of your if you want to redefine some of that line. Now, going hair colour, I think we're going to go a bit of a light hair colour. What I might tend to do, so I'll put this on alpha lock, momentarily make a dark outline. Go in and just colour these lines. before I fill it, because once I've filled it, I won't be able to do it. Do a hair colour here. Wrong layer as per usual. That's right layer. Let's just be doing it. I know why. Half a lock. That gets me every time as well. Hey Rob from Elijah and Crumpet, how are you doing? I hope you are well. Had to delay the stream tonight, also as you know, because I didn't have it on last night as well. My daughter's having a hard time sleeping. She's got some new teeth popping through and is not sleeping very deeply at the moment, which makes life a bit difficult. But you know, it must be pretty painful for kids, I imagine, when you're teething. You've got these teeth kind of bursting through your gums. Elijah asks, what's his name? How you doing, Elijah? Nice that you could join us as well. I don't know. He looks like a bit of a rocker, you know, with that hairstyle. I'm kind of getting Jimmy vibes off of him. Teething time is tough. Elijah is up as we are just late. Okay, cool. Well, it's great to have you here, Elijah. So I reckon maybe a Jimmy, but you know, I'm open to suggestions. And again, he's going to have blue eyes, like Elijah as well, I reckon. That's probably a good way to get teething out of the way when you're really young, and you're probably pretty resilient when you're young, I think. Tend not to remember it either so much. So yeah, I was kind of half questioning whether we'd be able to get on the live tonight as well. Elijah likes Jimmy, yeah, cool. It's a bit of a kind of, Jimmy to me conjures up kind of like the kids you see out of 50s movies. You know, little Jimmy down the road said this, you know. and with his rockin' parents. But yeah, we might have to come up with a few names for all the other scouts. Elijah says, "You're a good illustrator." Okay, cool. He got there in the end. Thank you very much, Elijah. That's awesome. Yeah, so Elijah, don't know if you've seen him, so I've got these other characters here that could be named as well. We have this girl here, she's got a couple of poses so far. We've got this girl here, haven't illustrated her yet. So we've got Jimmy, this girl here, this boy here. He's not a scout. But yeah. So there's a few characters to name. Not that we ever hear their name, but it's, it's good to, because, when you've got a folder of a character, and it's good just for reference to know who's who, Okay, put a bit of shine on the old eyes. We'll do tongue and mouth colours. Kind of go with that colour to start off with for the tongue, and then I'll kind of shade out the mouth. Let's make sure I'm in the right layer first. So I was just saying, Rob, before, we'll be moving to a new town destination, Jamestown, in about 3 days. taking the bus on its biggest journey yet. But what I was saying is, on the live stream, is that I'm going to be change of pace for me. I'm going to be stay-at-home dad with the youngest while my eldest goes to school, and my wife's doing shift work, so I will be able to live stream during the day at a much more civilized time. I'm not quite sure how that would go for you because you might be working, but yeah, that would be back soon. Got to get Elijah to bed. Yep, no worries. So that would be good for me, because at the end of the day I'm really a bit shattered. I've got to power through, caffeine up, to get the live stream going. when I get started, it's fine. But so now I'm just going to add a bit of lip colour. Sounds good. You can still text me questions during the day. If I can, I'll respond. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's still a bit kind of unknown how the dynamic will work, but I'm kind of thinking I will so I'll be taking the eldest to school with the youngest, be walking there, and then we get back from a school drop off. That's when I'm planning on sitting the youngest down with some drawing stuff as well, or even, dare I say, an iPad, and get a live done probably, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. And then go and have a do lunchtimey kind of things and stuff like that. And then I'll come back for some more drawing, probably between about 1 and 3 or something, school, kind of up to school pickup time. So I'll have 2 kind of drawing sessions happening. And then I'll still get some done in the night time, because with this whole thing, actually I'm going to do that one on a separate layer, because it would be amazing, fantastic if I could get 7 to 8 hours sleep, because I just function so much better. There's a place we've got lined up at Jamestown is a bit like this one. We can get power and water, but because my wife will be working as well, the kind of pressure's off a little bit to get the bus done on a faster time frame. So I think it's all kind of working out quite well. Who knows, our plans keep changing all the time. But you see, the thing is with a big mobile house bus is you can kind of let that happen a bit, go where work takes you and where, make decisions and just kind of go. This is merge these down and lower that opacity. So we get a bit of, it's a bit better. You don't want the lips too strong, but you want them there. Now I'll get some shoes. Now I'm going to go underneath for the laces and whatnot. And then I'm going to black fill over the top. So I can be a bit messy with that because I'm going to fill over the top. Same for the soles. Don't really have to be as neat as that. I mean, I have to be more neat on the on the outside line, because that will be the outside line. But the inside lines will be covered up by the other layer. Like that. There we go, and as we colour back over with the black, it will kind of naturally neaten up those edges, just so long as I'm on the right layer, which is that layer. That worked out pretty good. Still got a little bit of stuff in behind that needs filling. If I go with that colour, it'll work out better. Be a bit more neat and tidy. Now, so I'm just going to work out the socks. That's why I've turned off the background colour, so I don't get confused. Done like so. So I just have to do a neat edge where it meets the actual shoe. There we go, socks. Yeah, well, I'm on that layer, I might as well. Might as well not forget the teeth. And eyes. There we go, Jimmy's coming along quite nicely here. Now, go something like that for the seat. And armrests. It's got padded sections. I'm thinking I'll go on something kind of cool for the wheels, maybe maybe a strong blue or something like that, or even a red, like that colour red. Give it a go. Be like tufts on a BMX. Because you can have quite fun colour schemes for wheelchairs. Instead, they just have to be boring. Wrongly. Like so. Get a bit of red in here. And probably just, we've gone crazy with the wheels, so maybe just a silvery kind of a silvery look for the chair. Silverchair, Australian music reference. Once again, it'll be cool to put Jimmy in the page. See how he looks. Looking good, Jimmy. Just tidying up a few of the lines here before we bring him across. Looking good. I'll go in here with red and just bring that up. Like that. Bit of black I've messed up in here. It's looking good. Just went too far with my black down there because I realised how white's on. Separate layer. Okay, Jimmy, I think you're good to go. Let's get you in. Copy canvas. Now which one will we give you a bit of a test on, because we're kind of out of 3-page options. And he's kind of got that right facing. Well, I could have Jimmy over here. He can be ready to have some marshmallows on a stick here. Put him behind the flame, of course. And here we go. Jimmy's hanging out the back there. They're all I'm gonna get this character here. Don't know what her name is yet. She's gonna be toasting marshmallows. Can we get Elijah and Crumpet over this side? So we've got a good range of characters there. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Looks cool. I like this kind of campfire. Very good. Alright, if you're still there, Rob, check you later. See you next time. And we'll catch you tomorrow night. Have a good night, everybody. And please remember, if you've looked this far through the live stream, please like it. Even consider subscribing, because they're doing lots of cool stuff creating kids' books here. And yeah, good night and sweet dreams.